You know, the state that's right adjacent to Baja is the state of Sonora. It's the large desert state. It's cattle country. It's Mexico's cattle country. Allegedly, the best beef in all of Mexico. Now, Baja has a restaurant native to Sonora. It just boasts that it has the best beef, and it brings it to Baja. But not only that, it's got a very unique distinction because it brings also black onyx beef from Australia. So combine best beef in Mexico with prime beef from Australia. This could be interesting. It's called Palominos. We're going to do it right now. It's Crossing South, folks. Stay with us. Palominos is also a look back at what Baja was known for back in the day, before they learned how to consume the wealth of seafood that is endemic to the region, before the culinary revolution. For many years, perhaps as recent as the 80s, going to a steakhouse was it. Many of the old famous Tijuana steakhouses have disappeared into the sunset of time. Okay, so they start you off with your little, chips and salsa, but not the ones you're used to. This baby right here, it's called a tortilla Sobaquera. Now, there's a full explanation on what the Sobaquera is. We're not in Sonora, but if you ever went to Sonora, you would know there. They have these gigantic tortillas, they're like this big. And Sobaqueras is actually a phrase referring to the armpit. So apparently in the preparation, the tortilla is so big that when the women are making it, whoever makes the tortilla, they're handling it, it has to kind of go through, I know it sounds kind of gross, but it has to go through the armpit somehow. And that's why they call it the sobaquera. So instead of just doing normal chips, they basically toast up a sobaquera flour tortilla so that you can, cut away some pieces. And these become your chips for their beans, which is also very Sonora style beans. These beans are fried with milk and with cheese. It's a very Sonora style set of refried beans. Even the color, you can see the color. It's a more orange color, so. We're not done. This is just the beginning. So we're getting started, but we're starting good, so.
So I'll give it a little bit if you want to.
Just a little bit.
Just to taste the difference.
Chiltepin, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Chiltepin peppers, they're spherical. The first time I went to Sonora, that's where I discovered the chiltepin peppers. I'll put a photograph of what they look like. These things, they pack a wallop. So they're small, but not small in spiciness. So that's why I'm I remember the chiltepin. I respect the chiltepin. So I guess they start you off with this milk cheese soup, and then they poured this broth, this more traditional kind of soup, and you have these potatoes and these strands of pepper. This right here is very reminiscent of a type of soup that I used to have growing up, and I'm gonna tell you right now if it's anything like that. Hold on. It is. So, if you ever come to Palominos and you have the cheese soup, know that this is a soup your friendly neighborhood travel show host used to have growing up. This tastes like a home meal. This was my particular, cuisine growing up. This was a soup that my mom would make frequently. I recommend this very much. Okay, so just take a look at what's going on at this table right now. So this is a pretty big deal. Okay, so you got your frijoles maneados, which is your Sonora style beans, which are stirred and fried with cheese and milk. Very rich, flavorful set of refried beans. Now you got your salad over here, your salad plate, with your typical veggies, but they have this cilantro dressing, which looks pretty rad. Look at that. That looks pretty good, right? So we're gonna try that too. This parrillada right here, this skillet. Let me tell you what it has. So you've got your filet right here. You've got your tripa, your tripe, and then you have your rib. And just look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, just you guys know how much I like crispy, charred meat. Not too much, but when it's just like this, look at how juicy it is, in spite of being charcoaly. If that's not mouth-watering, I don't know what is. The immigrants that began this restaurant, the patriarch, when he created this concept, this is the main dish that he envisioned for his patrons. So it's the Palominos package, and it's something that you can order here. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna try some of this rib right here. Oh man, let's look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at just how you are definitely getting your money's worth. I mean, look at that. That looks really good. Oh my god. Okay, you've got your piece of tripa right here. Wow. Super rich. Let's try some filet now. Some filet. Now I'm going to do what every Sonoran household would expect you to do when you're eating their traditional food of Sonora. You have your sobaquera, your toasted sobaquera, but you have your normal one. In any household in Sonora, in most households in Sonora, this is the type of tortilla you'll get. It's a flour tortilla, but look at how big it is. And it's actually bigger. I didn't finish unfolding it. Check this out. You are expected to cut a piece. Now, the only thing about sobaqueras is because they're so big, they're so large, the surface, it'll get cold really quick. So you should put it back. I unfolded it so you can see it, but you normally wouldn't do that because it gets cold fast. I'm gonna grab some maniado frijoles again. I'm gonna add them to this. And this right here, like this is a pretty good representation of the Sonoran diet. And it's good because a lot of protein and some people from Sonora are pretty tall. I don't know what the ascendancy is of people from Sonora, but they tend to be, along with people from Tijuana, they tend to be taller than average people in Mexico. The people from the northern states, the northern tribe, the Norsemen of Mexico. So this is your typical cowboy cattle Sonoran diet. You shouldn't be afraid of fat. Rejoice when you have fat in front of you like this. It's very good for you. It's other things that kill you. It's all that corn syrup. It's other things are killing you, not the fat. Just so you know, don't listen to it. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just look at that! I'm enjoying my day. Stay with us, folks. Don't go anywhere. There's more Crossing South coming your way. I'm gonna keep enjoying this. Okay, so now they're bringing their superstar, their secret weapon, their black onyx. So apparently black onyx is a very special cow, very special pure breed in Australia. And look at that thing right there. The black onyx, in case you didn't know what it was, comes with a little flag, true Aussie beef. So apparently when you breed two different Angus steer, you have to go through lineage documentation, sufficiently back where you can verify that these two black Angus steers can produce together an onyx beef steer. So that's what we're trying right now. This, which is like a pound of black onyx meat, will set you back about 45 bucks. I'd say that's pretty good. I've been in places where something like this will set you back, a couple $100. So $45, that's Baja. That's the beauty of Mexico. Now I'm learning this along with you. Don't think I knew this. I'm no beef snob, but I'm learning today. So the marbling is apparently a level 3, and it adds amazing flavor to this. So let's stop talking about it and let's actually be about it. So let's see what this marbling does and how good is it. So you've got your fatty goodness. Again, fat is good. In fact, you can do a meme. Fat is good. We love how the fat shines and shines. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. The flavor, man. Wow. If you're the kind of person that cuts the fat out of a meat, of a steak like this, and leaves it out, you are missing out. It just adds flavor to the meat. It actually makes it taste better. Wow. Look at how the juice just squeezes out. It just drips. Look, when you bite into that little fat, into that layer of fat, it's just like a surprise. It's like a Fabergé egg exploding. A Fabergé egg of flavor. Yeah, this is for one person. So this is a Jorge-sized meal right here. I just don't know, honestly, even like, fully hungry, if I could eat the steak with 2 baked potatoes. I don't know if I could pull that off. I could try, but I don't know if I could pull it off. So, so good. So as you're chewing it, if when you're masticating this, when you're getting it done, if you just take like a deep breath, the aromas just come up, and it's part of the enjoyment. Our senses are everything is used. When you try a steak like this, your eyesight, your smell, your sensorial, just parameters just start going crazy and just overloading. So taste is not the only thing you're eating this with. So if you have this, just sit down, and enjoy it, smell it, breathe it, and enjoy the whole experience. You can probably get a good steak back home. But the experience of traveling to Baja, good Sonora steer beef, Australian black onyx beef, and just being in Baja and being at a place like Palominos, representing a state in Mexico, is an experience in itself. So I recommend it thoroughly, and I'm going to continue enjoying it. They told me to make space for dessert. This meal was amazing already, but who am I to question their protocols? Okay, this dessert has brandy spiked caramel. Yeah, I'm all in. Flambéed crepe a la mode. Oh dear. You have got to be kidding me. I'm so glad I made the room. Behold, gaze, marble. Nice and toasty. Look at this, look at the steam. Look at the ice cream just colliding. The freeziness of the ice cream colliding with the molten caramel. Wow. Whoa. Scrumptious. Scrumptious. One of the traditional pastries, it's a pastry, but it's a very simple layman pastry in Sonora. It's called a coyota. And it's a round pastry, basically almost like a thicker flour tortilla kind of thing. So it's flour, and in the middle, they put a layer of piloncillo, which is a very traditional Mexican sweetener. That's the piloncillo, and this is the coyota. Now, here they're serving it cut up in triangles, but normally it's a full circle. It's like a flat bread. So, let's try it. I love it. I always like coyotas. In fact, whenever I've gone to Sonora, I've brought coyotas over. Packages full of coyotas. As if the visit couldn't get any better, they asked me to try a couple of their mixed drinks, being that they have a very talented mixologist. The more I saw this guy prepare his concoctions, the more intrigued I was. Turns out all those fancy processes were not just for show. 99% of the time, I personally will not order spirits. Okay, so this is a grapefruit gin, and he smoked it with rosemary. So weird. So let's try it. This was amazing. Oh wow, that's really good, my friend. That is really good. Wow. Don't say I never recommended you a good drink at Palominos. So the grapefruit gin, smoked with rosemary, pretty good. It's a pretty good drink. But he wasn't done yet. He had another invention to share. Wow. Oh man. I've never tasted anything like this before. Hello there. Thank you for watching that Crossing South video on the KPBS YouTube channel. If you like that, click the subscribe button up here so you can watch more videos like that. Take care. Bye-bye.